Hello and shalom friends, this is Maim Coralyn Vega. If you've been following me on YouTube or Facebook, you might have noticed that I have been in the process of transitioning or transforming my online assets and consolidating them to basically come under one umbrella. And this one thing is basically called the Arukah Holistic Life Academy. And in this academy, I'm going to be basically sharing or giving everything that I know about my two passions and my two fields of expertise. And the first one is holistic health and healing. I'm an herbalist and a health coach, as many of you may know. And the second one is basically online business and coaching. So the first one, holistic health and healing, we're going to be providing health coach certification and herbalist certification for anyone who wants to learn that field of holistic health and healing and learn how to take charge of your health, your family's health, and become the healer of your home and your community. This is something that I've been doing for many years. As many of you know, we don't have health insurance, we don't see doctors, we don't even see dentists, we don't do any kind of drugs, whether legal or illegal. We know how to take care of anything that comes our way in the holistic, natural way. And the reason why I decided to start teaching about these things instead of just helping people on a one-on-one basis is, basically when, I started seeing that I had medical doctors, my friends who were medical doctors started coming to me and asking me for advice on various issues to help themselves or their families, or even, people that would come to them for help. They would ask me for my advice. And so when I saw that, I said, it's time to take this on a bigger level and not just help people on a one-to-one basis, but teach the things that I have, because I think that's the most important part of health and healing is there's a real lack of knowledge, even amongst doctors, even amongst licensed physicians. There's a real lack of knowledge. So it really doesn't matter if you're only interested in one thing or the other, if you're only interested in health, in the holistic health and healing, that's okay. If you're only interested in the online business aspect of it, that's okay. However, I'm going to package them together because I believe that everyone should know all of these things, both of these fields. I want, if you're going to be a healer and you don't know how to effectively start a business, what good is that? And it's one of the things that I see wrong in a lot of these health coaching schools or schools for herbalism out there. And this is why I feel that, there is room for the Arukah Holistic Life Academy, because when I see other, health and healing schools, they may teach health and healing, but one of the problems is they don't really teach how to make a living off of that. They teach just very generic business principles. They don't really guide their students into making creating a business that's profitable. That's a huge problem. And another thing is, if you're only interested in the business aspect of it and you don't understand the principles of health and healing, well, you're not going to be able to enjoy your time, location, or financial freedom very much. You can make all the money in the world, but if you die, at a young age, was it worth it? And Steve Jobs, the founder of Apple, he's a great example of that. He became one of the richest men in the world, and he died at such a young age. It's such a shame, and it doesn't have to be that way. We can do, there's things that we can't avoid, but there's things that we can take charge of. And I'd say that most of the things in life are within our control, And of course, I believe in the power of God and that God is in control, as many of you know if you've been following me on Facebook and YouTube. But even God has natural principles and laws that we can follow to obtain either success or failure. That's a big part of the, mindset and business part of our school, and a big part that we focus on is these natural laws, these principles on how to create a successful online business. So it doesn't really matter whether you want to, whether you want to be a health coach or an herbalist, or whether you, want to build a different kind of online business. Just if you're interested in health or business at all, this is the school for you. So if you've been on my YouTube channel, you know that it's mostly Hebrew and Torah and Judaism. And I'm still going to be releasing Hebrew lessons from time to time. And I'm going to give also a little bit more Torah insights, especially as it pertains to life coaching and how to apply, Torah principles to our lives in order to succeed and thrive in business, in relationships, and even in our health. And if you're part of my Facebook, if you're one of my Facebook followers, or if you're in my Arukah Facebook group, we're going to not just talk about, health topics or, things that threaten the our health freedom anymore. We're going to start talking about creating powerful health, healing, but also just being able to attain that freedom, that time freedom, location freedom, and financial freedom. Because really, holistic health is not just about our mind, and body and spirit. It also has to do with our relationships with people, our relationships with money, our relationship with our goal and our purpose in life, our business, the things that we do every single day, our relationship with ourselves, So health has to do with all these things, and it fits perfectly into it. There's a lot of pain and suffering is caused when people don't have the finances that they need, And so it's all related, which is why, I feel very comfortable with combining everything. So if you aren't happy with this transition, you're welcome to, unfollow me on Facebook or leave my group. You're welcome to unsubscribe, from my YouTube channel. But this is where we're going. And I hope that you will stay with me on this journey. And I hope to continue seeing you. Shalom. Thank you.